Hey guys!
Hey guys!
So today's video is going to be our childhood dream jobs. So like as a kid, what we wanted to be when we grew up. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, so we had to like boil it down to like the top ones that we were like really obsessed with. So you want to go first?
Yeah. So I think the first one I want to be, and I think most kids do, is a police officer.
Yeah, that was on my list too.
So
yeah, I was really obsessed with it honestly until just a few years ago. Even when I enlisted in the Army, around that time I was like, oh, when I come back, I want to become a police officer. And I kind of talked to my mom about it, and my mom was like, please don't have two dangerous jobs. So she kind of like talked me out of it. And then just seeing what's been going on in the world, being a black police officer, I was just like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to put myself in harm's way like that. But I definitely was really obsessed, and it's still kind of like in the back of my head, but no, I wouldn't do it anymore. Was that like short-lived for you?
Police officer? It was when I was really, really little. Like this was literally like, these are pretty much all my childhood, like early childhood, like before like I was like 12. All of these came across my mind before I turned 12.
My next one was a firefighter. I really don't even know why. I was that kid that wanted to be like everything at once, and so firefighter was next on my list after police officer. And I actually did, when I was living in Connecticut, I had signed up to take the firefighter test, and I ended up having some family emergency that happened, and I missed my test date. But I never really was interested in actually being a firefighter. I just thought it was cool. I don't know. Like, that was so stupid. Like, I was going to make a complete...
Like the fire trucks and stuff.
Yeah, I thought, like, you know, just working out and wearing all, like, the stuff was cool. But, no, I would not do that.
Next one for me, and for both of us, would be, like, an actor. Like, a childhood actor. Like, you want to be on Disney and stuff like that.
Who doesn't?
I was very, like, I really wanted to. And I almost went to a few open auditions, but... it just never worked out. Like, you could never really talk your parents into actually bringing you, so.
Fun fact, my older brother, actually was supposed to be in The Little Rascals, and he didn't want to do it. And my dad was going to be in White Man Can't Jump, but he was bald. Which, I mean, you could have just given him a wig, but whatever. I guess he was too old for the role. And last year, was it last year? No, 2 years ago. No, it was last year. Last year, I had the opportunity to audition for a show. It's on the Oprah Winfrey Network owned, and it was for a transgender role, which was really cool. But I don't think I looked old enough for the part. Seeing the person that they casted for the role, I don't think I looked old enough. I mean, I'm not saying I was probably like the best person that auditioned, but you know, just even having the opportunity to do that, that was really cool, because my inner child was like, yes, dream come true, but no, it didn't happen. Oh well.
Okay, so.
Is it my turn? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, you can go along with that one, because we've said.
Well, you were taking a class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Naisha was taking a class while she was in college. It was for EMT, and like just seeing her studying like the things that she was talking about and stuff like that. And I had friends in the Army that were paramedics, and like just hearing the different things that they did, it just interested me, and I was like, that's cool, you know, I want to be an EMT. And as a kid too, like just anything like in the medical field, I was like, oh, that's really cool, saving lives, I want to do that. But no,
that really was never an option for me. I don't even know why I took the class, to be honest. I don't know. And it was an 8 credit class. Passed it, fine, whatever, but I don't know. It was something, it did interest me, but then once I like started hearing like stories and like what calls you'd be going on, I was just like, that's really not for me. And like the people they were talking about, like they just have to go through a lot of counseling, and I was not for that.
Yeah.
Seeing stuff like that. Next one.
What's you?
A vet technician. That one's really short-lived. When I was younger, it was more a vet. Like just a hardcore vet. And then I saw shows on like what you actually, like they have a new show.
Oh, what is that? Vet You?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me remembering.
Not a chance. So that one was really short-lived. But I do love animals, so if anything, I'd like volunteer or something like at an animal shelter or something like that, which I'm still looking into. And maybe once we get her trained, I would want to either foster or something like that. Animals, or just go and help out anyway. I could obviously donate and stuff like that. So that one was short-lived, but still I can work with animals the way I want to. So.
Mine was a teacher. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I love kids, but I really don't know why I wanted to be a teacher. And more specifically, I wanted to be an English teacher, which I hated school, but I loved English. I loved to write. I loved reading. Well, I did love reading until books just became really boring. Not because they didn't have any more pictures in them, but just I'm a very visual person. So if I'm reading a story, if I can't visualize what's going on in the scene, I don't like it. Like it's just some connect there that it has to be that way. And so I wanted to be an English teacher, and that would never happen.
A kindergarten teacher, but that was very short-lived too.
And then my big one, this kind of goes back, piggybacks on the EMT thing, but this was, I more specifically started looking into this like 2 years ago when we lived in Massachusetts, and I was working for an eye doctor, and I was like really getting into the medical field, and like just every day, like I'd come home and I'd tell Naisha like all the different ththings I learned and like the stuff that the doctor was showing me like hands-on. It was so cool. And I was like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a surgeon, and I'm like, I want to be a ortho surgeon, like an orthopedic surgeon, and I want to be like in the sports arena and like, you know, be working with like a specific team or whatever, and like be like their surgeon or whatever.
Well, that's not your childhood one.
No, that's not childhood, but I mean, it piggybacks off of.
As a child, you wanted to be a doctor, but until you got older.
Yeah, I knew exactly what kind of doctor I wanted to be, but it was just...
There's so many.
It was just too much school. I hate school. Too much. And you're a big one.
Well, I have...
Oh, you have two more.
Yeah, two more. I have a neonatal nurse. I wouldn't want to be a nurse anymore. And the last one was an astronaut, because the nurse one kind of went with the EMT thing, and I just, no. Especially working with little babies, and just, no. And then an astronaut. That one was, I was super, super little. I don't even know what.
Like, what possessed you to think about that?
I don't know.
Well, you did like science. You still like science, so.
I don't know what specifically was like, oh, I want to fly to the moon, but whatever. And now watching the 100, I'm like, hell no.
That's not real. It's a show.
I know.
Oh my god.
And the videos like on Facebook where they're like washing their hair with the little thing. Like, I would not want to be floating around my whole life. Like,
right.
I'm too crazy for that. I'll just run into stuff. Like, bye. Pew.
Yeah, exactly.
But now, the real world is obviously here. And these are jobs that we either will pursue short term, like we want to get it done within maybe a year or so, and then a little more down the line.
Yeah, so mine, as you know, like I started getting into real estate, and I've had to like push. I know, I'm about to say, why you keep yawning? Am I boring you? As like, after I took the class and everything, like so many things just kept popping up, and like personal stuff, and having to deal with work and just not having time to study. It sucks. And I took the test. The last time I took it was like in February, I want to say, and I got a 70. I need a 75 to pass. And instead of just sticking with it and studying that next week and going and taking it again the following week, I ended up getting thrown into a whole bunch of extra stuff at work and becoming a supervisor and things like that. And so I just haven't had the time to allocate to
a lot of excuses.
Whatever.
We're working on it. But
we are.
So yeah, that was your only really one that you wanted to. I mean, obviously YouTube.
Yeah,
we're
of course,
working on that.
YouTube, we're working on it.
Mine, I want to be a doula in the short term. Maybe either that or a lactation consultant. One of those two for the short term, and then maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, really looking to becoming a midwife. But that one, maybe. The other two, definitely looking more into those two, either doing both of them or one of them. But yeah.
I feel like I could see you being a doula and a lactation consultant, like now, and then like 10, 15 years from now, like when our kids are like out of the house, or like most of them are out of the house, you becoming a midwife and like doing that.
I'm so tired.
But yeah, I think we had some really good big aspirations when we were kids, and I don't know what happens to that. Like as you grow older, like you stop reaching and thinking of things. You just
stupid.
No. You get hit with reality. That's what it is. You get hit with reality.
And you take a hard class, and you
take a hard class. You know how much classes cost. You know how much time you're gonna spend doing those classes. How much money you're gonna spend, and all your hopes and dreams just get shot out the door, and you get stuck in a low income job that you don't want to do, 9 to 5, and that's what we're trying to get out of. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't be a doctor right now, is because I'm trying to gain back time and not spend more time doing stuff that I don't want to do. I want to make money, but
if you want to be a doctor, like, you need to know that
like early,
as soon as you graduate college or high school.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you got to know early. But I want to say big shout out to all our new subscribers, because we got a lot of new subscribers. So thank you for subscribing. We did say that we're going to do a giveaway. Why are you laughing?
I hate how you talk.
What?
I just want to give a huge shout out to all.
Alright, well then you take over.
It's so funny. Anyway, we are going to be doing a giveaway. Who knows when? I don't know.
Soon. We're everything's coming together. We're figuring it out.
We don't know, because we have a lot of new subscribers on YouTube, but for the giveaway we wanted to do it through Instagram, because it'd be easier, either that or Twitter, whatever. But no one's really subscribed to those, so
I mean followed.
We have to figure out. Subscribe, follow,
like, so
share,
if you're
subscribe,
if you're a new subscriber, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, Instagram and Twitter. And our Snapchats, because I think I put that into. Like, all those links will be in the description, and they'll be on the end screen. Make sure you do that so we can go ahead and get started on this giveaway. I have in mind what we should give away. I have a good idea. Am I boring you? Okay, sorry. Well, we'll figure out the logistics of everything, but just make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. Make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and go check out our social media. Alright, thanks for being a part of our day.
Good night from MJ and Philly. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Say bye, Philly. Say bye, Philly. No, she ain't having it. Bye, guys.